Chapter 1. People move to small towns to forget. I moved to one because I needed answers. My name is Daniel Hayes. I had been the kind of man who asked questions until they burned the tongues of those who answered. When my sister, Claire, died on a rainless October night, the official line was suicide. A tidy, closed file. But the hospital watchman swore he'd heard a bell at midnight, though there had been no clock in the ward. A neighbor said he'd seen a shadow at the window shaped like a wing. The coroner's notes mentioned an impression on her palm someone had called a small, precise bruise, like a finger trace. That phrase lodged in my head like a splinter. People in Ashford, if I could call it that, didn't like the word Azrael, but they knew the myth. An old name for an old thing, an agent between breaths. They said not to speak it aloud because the word worked like a key, so they spoke it softly, or not at all. I told myself I wasn't looking for angels or demons. I told myself I was only following traces. That was easier than admitting I wanted someone to be to blame. The bellmaker's house sat on the far edge of town, an architecture of jealousy. Narrow windows, a roof like a bared set of teeth, and a bell tower that had never been rung in living memory. They said the last bell had shattered with a scream. The house had been empty until a month before Claire's death. A man called the bellmaker came, they said. Someone who made things precise. A clockmaker, some muttered. A maker of small things that fit too well into the human skin.